Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Trust Factor, the podcast that guarantees your success when you implement its divine age-old teachings. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're looking forward to tomorrow. It's arrived. It's already here. Unbelievable. Yesterday, we finished off with the third of the responses to the individual who demands a security deposit from his creator. Give me this before I do that. Do what I say. Do what I need. Give me all of the things that I think I need before I make the decision to lead a life of purpose and meaning. I mean, just to say it sounds ridiculous, but so many people, whether they realize it or they don't realize it, it's their motto. It's the way that they live. They may not be thinking it outright. They may not be saying it outright, but their actions are clear that they don't believe that they have all that they need, and that they cannot start to live that life of purpose and meaning and godliness until they have every dollar that they think they're going to need and all the creature comforts. But we all know, number one, they may not come. And number two, even if they do, you don't know when. And you have no idea of your circumstances that will be surrounding you when they do arrive. So postponing the necessary in order to await the hypothetical, the potential, is ridiculous. Life passes you by, my friends. And he finishes this. I don't know if you've noticed, but he's throwing some punches over here. It seems like as we're getting close to the end of the book, he's getting a little bit aggressive, almost like he knows it's coming to an end and it's time to lay down a little bit of the law. And what he does when he finishes this story is he says, just as God doesn't expect from you to do tomorrow's work today, so too you shouldn't wait for him to pay you all of your earnings for tomorrow today. So he finishes that by saying that this individual is speaking to the same people, and he says to them, he chastises them, and he says, yet, not only do you not serve God in advance for the obligations of the future, but you do not even reflect on the service you have neglected in the days that have passed. Days on which Hashem, for his part, did not neglect to supply you with your sustenance. You hear? It couldn't be any clearer. This is what he's saying. He's saying, not only are you demanding for him payment for the future before you conduct the affairs of today, but he's saying even all the life that he's given you, the opportunities, the successes, the family, the love, the joy, the opportunity, go on forever. Just think of a human body, and every day that we get up out of bed and we just take for granted all of these functions that work for us. The only time you don't take it for granted was when it's gone, when you don't have use of a certain limb, or when you don't have your health, God forbid. Then suddenly you wonder where it went and you wish that you had those days back. The key is not to wait that long. The key is to appreciate it today, because that's what's going to get you to do the work today. That's what's going to get you to do what he's saying over here most people don't do, which is to repay, or at least to try, because we know we'll never be able to repay Hashem for all of the loving kindness that he does for us. But at least to try, at least to wake up in the morning and to have a sense of appreciation, to say, look at what I was given. Everything works. Everything is perfect. I've got this beautiful roof over my head. I got a beautiful family around me. Got a job to go to. I've got money in the bank. I've got my health. I've got my mind. Everything works. I mean, it's unbelievable. And yet he says, even for that, for the last 20, 40, 60, 80 years, we haven't even made an attempt. And you're talking about the future? You're talking about the stuff that Hashem's supposed to give you when you retire? What about the stuff he's given you for the last 20, 40, 60 years? Even for that, you haven't stepped up to the plate. Like I said, he's throwing some heavy punches over here, guys. I guess it's because we're coming up to the end of this season. And so he moves now into the fourth response to that very same person who holds back, withholds his own growth on condition that he gets what he wants in the material world from his creator. And what does he say? That when someone takes security from an individual, he takes it from him for one of three reasons. Number one, these are obvious. We know these. The first reason that I might take a security deposit from you is that I might feel that the individual might become poor and be unable to pay. Simple. I lent you money. You're supposed to pay me, but I don't know what tomorrow brings. You may not be able to pay me tomorrow, so I need a security deposit. I get it. Makes sense. The second reason is that he is concerned that when the debt comes due, the individual might close his fist around the money that is owed and refuse to pay. And he will not be able to collect from the fellow. Suddenly this guy comes across the money and he forgets that he owes it to you. I mean, he knows, but he chooses to forget, right? Because the money is better by him than it is by you. And the third reason is that he fears that the fellow might die, or he might not be able to find the individual when it comes time for payment. All of a sudden, this guy's fled. He's nowhere to be seen. Nobody knows. Nobody's seen him. He's probably went to another country. Good luck trying to find this individual. So he says, a security is an acceptable cure for these ailments, which are common among people. We know that people are fickle. We know that people are weak. You know that people succumb to their evil inclination and that they're going to make a series of bad choices. We know this. And so it's reasonable, especially when you're dealing with significant sums, to take a security deposit from an individual. But in theory, if the people who extend credit could somehow be confident that the other people that they are dealing with are safe from these three issues, it would undoubtedly be disgraceful for them to demand a security from them. If Donald Trump showed up at your door and said, my presidential limousine just broke down in front of your house, or Elon Musk knocks on your door and says, my Tesla just ran out of juice in front of your house, could I borrow your car from you? I promise you, when I get back tomorrow, I'll send you back your car plus a second car. Are you going to ask him for a security deposit? Are you going to say, you know what, President Trump, I don't know, you may not be all that trustworthy, President of the United States, I get it, billionaire, I get it, but still, give me 10 grand, give me 10, 20 grand, and you can borrow my car. Elon Musk, I don't know if you're going to be able to pay this tomorrow. You may flee on me. I may not be able to find you. You might go broke. Oh, really? Okay. So give me 10, 20 grand and I'll let you borrow my car. Only a fool would think that way. And that's exactly what Chovot HaLevavot is telling us. If you're the individual who contemplates your life and recognizes that you've had all of the things that you need and most of the things that you wanted out of this life, and that you are capable, that you are alive, that you have functions, that you can continue to earn and to achieve and to grow and to do all these wonderful things, and that you haven't missed a meal, and that he's continued to provide for you day in and day out, year in and year out. If you've actually done that analysis and recognized that he's been there the whole time, then he becomes 1 billion times greater than any Donald Trump could ever be, or any Elon Musk could ever be. You recognize that God, by definition, lacks nothing and has everything. He is perfect. And at the end of the day, we've seen, just open your eyes, you'll hear tomorrow from Rabbi David Saperman about how perfect this creation is. Just perfect. That everything that your body needs in this world is already programmed into every single cell in the fiber of your being, multiplied by billions of people, generation after generation after generation. That's how he creates the world. He's never missed a season. We've always had the same 4 seasons. We've never missed out on a day where the sun never came up into the sky because Hashem didn't wake up on time to let the sun out. You understand? He's not us. He's not human. He steps up and does what he's supposed to do like clockwork. Perfect every single time, generation after generation. He never misses a beat. We're the ones. So when he says, okay, by humanity, it makes sense. You want to take a deposit, take a deposit. But remember who you're dealing with here. You're dealing with the master of the universe who has cradled you since the day of your birth. And he hasn't forgotten about you, and he's going to continue to provide for you. So don't delay, guys. Step up today. Don't wait, because all you're doing by waiting is punishing yourself. All you're doing by waiting is punishing your family members in your community. All you're doing is not being able to reach your maximum potential. That's all you're doing. You're punishing yourself. You're stifling your own growth by setting conditions to be able to live a godly life. The only way for you to know this, my friends, the only way, aside from all of the information I've been giving you over and all the information my guests have been giving over and all of the proof that we discuss on a daily basis, the common sense, open your eyes, look around you, see the world and understand how it works. If that's not enough, my friends, then the only thing you have left is to do it. Put one foot in front of the other. Take an action. Commit to doing something, my friends. The clock is ticking. Yesterday's gone. Today is an opportunity for you. Take hold of it and move forward. Tomorrow is the day you're going to hear from Rabbi David Saperman. It's going to blow your mind. Such a wise individual with so many years of experience, and every word that you will hear coming from his mouth is going to confirm for you that this individual has spent a lifetime, probably multiple lifetimes, learning and teaching and incorporating all of these ideas into his every single day. Have an amazing day, my friends, and we'll speak tomorrow.